It's the hottest dish in the streets. It's what everyone's talking about on Facebook.
Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff.
It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
Time for the Trending Topics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular trending topic has to do with nothing but the destructuralization, this Bill Cosby thing is just sad and getting sadder. So, a Washington-based crisis management expert says regardless of what happens in the sexual assault allegations against Bill Cosby, whether they're true or not, the scandal will be very hard to recover from. Why? Two new women detail incidents involving Bill Cosby and unwanted sexual advances that happened years ago. One named Therese Serignis, 57, she's a registered nurse from Florida. She said, lays out a story of meeting, a drugging, and a rape to the Huffington Post. Carla Ferrigno, wife of bodybuilder actor Lou Ferrigno. Remember the Incredible Hulk? Like the first Incredible Hulk? Yeah, him. His wife told the story to the Daily Mail of a night long ago when Bill Cosby forced a kiss on her. Without getting to any of these really sketchy details, both of those stories really sad. Then, here's another one. Actress model Angela Leslie becomes the 8th woman to accuse Bill Cosby of rape. Basically, she's saying he flew her out there to Las Vegas, talked about what she wanted to do career-wise, like, oh, you're going to audition in a hotel room. It got a little freaky. There was some lotion, some hands, and it's nasty. Let's move on. Now, there's another accuser, Linda Joy Traits. She claims Cosby tried to drug her and assault her more than 40 years ago. Came forward with her allegations in the last few days. In a Facebook post, of all places, she claims he drove out to the beach and opened a briefcase filled with assorted drugs and kept offering me pills. Turns out she herself has a long criminal history. Got out of prison in 2012 after serving more than 3 years for trafficking oxycodone, possession of a controlled substance, and obtaining a controlled substance by fraud. She's been arrested and charged with all kinds of crimes, including ID fraud, battery theft, and various drugs offenses. Cosby's lawyer, Marty Singer, says she's the latest example of people coming out of the woodwork with unsubstantiated or fabricated stories about my client. He added, there was no briefcase of drugs. The story is absurd. And last but not least, this thing just keeps going. An actress, Luisa Moritz, right? She played in One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest. She's been in Love, American Style, etc., etc. She claims, right before an appearance on the Johnny Carson show, Bill put his private part kind of where she speaks. Says he came in her dressing room. It was a knock at the door. It was him. He walked in and said he was impressed with her work. Quote, implied that he was going to see to it that I would become a major star through his direction. Cosby suddenly approached her, took out his private part, which was in line with her face, and he kind of was like, here, look at this. Like, oh, really? This is all very messy, sad, and sketchy. Again, all allegedly. Nothing proved, never been charged. It's just crazy. It's messy. I'm even sad to be telling you about it, but it is the trending topics. And if you missed any part of it, please head on over to v-103.com, where you can not only listen to it in its entirety, you can see my, come on, son face. I'll be back with more. And Chef G. Garvin next on V103.